'Cause unless you have a heart child, you really don't know what it feels like and the emotions that you have to go through. Seeing that scar, as she gets older, I will encourage her to be proud of that scar. It's basically like a trophy to her, that she conquered that surgery and she's still here.
I always had said that I wanted to get into philanthropy. If I ever had the opportunity to, make a platform or have a voice that people cared about, that we would try to put some of that towards a good cause. And so in 2009, my second or third year in the NFL, we started Receptions for Research. And in its original form, it was set up as strictly a fundraising arm. We would go out and we would host community events and concerts and fundraisers, and we would pool as much money as we could, and then we would distribute all the different major entities involving cancer and oncology in the Chicagoland area. That was our first taste of philanthropy.
We moved to Charlotte, and it was shortly thereafter that TJ was diagnosed with congenital heart disease, and we were like, okay, wow, this has become an area that we want to help, an area that we want to study more, an area that we want to make an impact on.
I had played one season here. I was here less than a calendar year. And just from the beginning, everyone just wrapping their arms around our family and our story. And it was just another reason that just solidified how important it is that we continue to expand and that we continue to try to touch more lives and impact the community at a deeper level, because the community has given us so much more than we've given it.
To this date, she's had 3 open heart surgeries, 2 that were scheduled and 1 that was an emergent surgery after the initial one. Her first one was when she was 6 days old.
You remember Dr. Maxey? What did he do?
What did Dr. Maxey do?
Hit my heart.
He fixed your heart. Yep.
That's right.
Originally, when we started the HEARTest Yard, it was the in-home nursing care and the therapies within the home after these newborns went home from the hospital. But as the HEARTest Yard grew and our support grew, obviously the hospital came to us and said, hey, do you guys want to do anything else? And we said, absolutely.
So the hospital approached us with bringing a neurodevelopment clinic to follow their behavioral studies, cognitive delay, social programs, school, education, just a million things, all about just making these kids thrive now as they enter school and they start entering that age. That was kind of stage 2 of the HEARTest Yard.
We wanted to make sure that Asher is set up for success, and this neurodevelopmental program has been phenomenal because they do a screen when they're just a year old. So they have every area that you could possibly imagine, from physical therapy to occupational therapy to speech therapy.
And what the HEARTest Yard is doing to support these families in whatever way to meet them where they are, it's just so incredibly important to our community that we support a local organization like this that is truly the heartbeat of a community, this congenital heart defect community, but overall how we give back as a Charlotte community.
Expansion is kind of our big key word here for the year. We're going, we're full tilt. We're trying to expand as a foundation, and as a result, expand our footprint and our outreach and our impact. So an opportunity now, we have a place outside of Charleston and Kiowa Island. MUSC is a big children's hospital there, one of the biggest pediatric cardiac units in South Carolina. And it just made a lot of sense that was our first expansion. And we feel the more that we can grow outside, we'll just continue to raise our ability to fundraise and provide care here locally. So we just feel like the impact that we're able to make, the tangible impact, is really unprecedented. And if people continue to show us the support they have for the last 10 years, we think that we can really make the HEARTest Yard not only a regional but a national brand that forever changes the pediatric congenital heart space.